We're gonna lay the ink down. This is a shift. This is a seismic shift in the drawing where we take it up a notch or 2 or 3 or 4. This is where it comes to life. When you put the ink on, and it's really, you can dismantle why it comes to life. It's because it's an increase in contrast and a permanence to the ink. That's why it just comes to life. Nothing mysterious about it, but it's beautiful to watch. Oh. I think I could have a dead pen on my hand. I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, that's nearly a dead pen. This is 0.05. Oh man. This one, see these 2 pens? Let's try this 0.1. This is going to be really silent right now for a long time. I'm actually kind of confused about this tarot card because I know it has meaning in the tarot deck, but does this, because I don't know that much. I mean, like, I watched documentaries, but I don't know much about Egyptian archaeology or Egyptian history or anything. But is this an Egyptian symbol of significance, or is this just a made-up image representing the Sun Tarot card, which contains all the meaning? Or, you know, like, is it, I don't know if this is historically Egyptian or historically tarot or both, but I know it's historically tarot, so it's at least that. So I'm gonna find out after this stream, and well, especially I'm probably gonna finish this. I'm gonna go research that, and then probably have like a video, however long it is, of the meaning behind the drawing. because I'm genuinely curious. What am I drawing here? Like, I know I'm drawing the sun tarot card, and I know that has meaning, but her with her hands up, is this some sort of Egyptian symbol as well? Like, is it twofold, or is it just one fold? Twofold would be way funner than one fold. Anyway. All right. It doesn't come off. Like, you can see it. It doesn't have that. You know what? I'm gonna take the moment to figure out this faded look on the camera, because it's way brighter for me. And I wasn't gonna do it because I was recording, but I'm gonna do it even though we're recording, because I kind of need a little bit of a break. I take frequent breaks because, and I don't talk about these things. Like, I still am a guy. Like, going to the doctor is, oh man, really, I gotta go to the doctor? My hand's wearing out. My hand from specifically doing this is wearing out. And that's why I don't draw anymore. That's why I stopped drawing in the first place. I mean, I never really stopped. Took a long break. But now, that's why I take frequent breaks. Because the wrist, and I broke it when I was young, and then always using the wrist for this, and always using the wrist for that, always using the wrist for that over there. It behooves one to be able to do those things with both hands rather than one. So maybe I should need to learn to draw with my left hand. Since art is so valuable to me, I should probably do it with both hands, because eventually this one's it's not going to last this long. This one's A-okay though. There's nothing wrong with this one. It's like a spare hand. Spare hand. Who would have thought? Let me see real quick. Let's draw. Let's see. Just one little tangent. This thing's in the way. Move this up a bit. Put a serious attempt in. It's not too bad. I mean, it's definitely not refined. Not too bad. Okay, well that was fun. See, I can draw with both hands. I can write with both hands, and I can type one-handed with my left hand and my right hand. Anyway. You know what helps though? Onions. Eating onions. Staying hydrated. And that's why I take baths all the time. All the time. And that's why my bed is my lily pad. That's why I sit on my bed now. And play video games. It's like, I'm done with this. I'm done with this shenanigans. Where'd my pen go? Oh, it's right there. Alright. We're gonna get back to it in just a moment. I noticed the funniest thing. I was dating this girl once, a long time ago. I didn't date her for very long. And I was up in Michigan. And there's no relevance to dating that girl, but I noticed something interesting. Is that I was looking at her car, right? And usually, you know, when people date, you have something in common, you know, and usually you can tell what it is. But I was looking at my car and I was looking at her car and I was like, oh, that's interesting. We both have a dent in the same side of the bumper. Was that interesting? And I started thinking, like, you know, people get phones, right? And nobody sets out to crack the glass on their phone. But the people that have a phone with a cracked glass, you give them a new phone and the glass will become cracked. It's not that they had an accident, even though it's if you were to look at it, when it happened, it's clearly an accident. Like, this person has kids and the kid broke the glass on their phone the first time, right? And they say, well, dang, they get all mad because they don't like it. So they go out and they buy a brand new phone. It's super nice. And magically, the glass breaks on that phone too. But it has nothing to do with the kid. It has to do with the person in front of them slammed their brakes at the stoplight and the phone slid forward and cracked. You know, it was secured, it was sitting there, and then like this, and you're like, how did I end up with two cracked phones? Like, and the reason that they get cracked is completely external and out of your control. But magically, you somehow end up with a cracked phone every time you buy one. It's just one example. Like, this person had a dented bumper on their car because they parked it somewhere and somebody else pulled out and slammed into it, and they come back and see that their bumper's dented and they're like, oh, I'm all mad and everything, and then they go spend to get it fixed, and they go, you know, they go anywhere, somewhere out of complete control, end up with a dented bumper again. And I've seen that play out. It's super interesting. I've seen it play out in the most extreme situations. I've seen that play out. There's somebody serving a prison sentence, and they were drinking and driving when they were younger, right? And they rolled the car over, and I think they killed somebody, and then they went to prison for a long time. And this wasn't a bad person. In fact, if you saw them, they looked college educated, professional, and level headed. I realized the effects of trauma right then, because this lady, she drank and drove and flipped a car and killed people, and then went to prison for like 15-20 years. And then she got out, relived her trauma, committed the exact same act, and ended up back in prison again for a stiff sentence. It really made me think, like, like when I saw that, I couldn't unsee that. Is that person really consciously doing what they're doing, and is the system failing that person right now? Did the system set that person up to murder, or not murder, but to kill other people by not tending to that trauma, or not viewing that trauma in the way that it should have been viewed in the first place, rather than putting them in prison? You know, they're getting out, and you see the result of how human trauma plays out is that people repeat it. You're not solving anything in this situation by putting them in prison and then letting them out. It was a really interesting revelation to have. I don't know how I got on that. I'm just yapping, you know, like I do. But yeah. So I kind of had a revelation that perhaps my subconscious extends beyond me in an arc that comes back to me. And if I'm constantly cycling through my trauma in different scenarios, then I'm creating a subconscious reverberation back to myself like a boomerang. It was terrifying because the implications led to an entire lifespan affecting multiple generations in a mirror-like effect. I don't know how to. I should shut up. It's too complicated to talk about. Like right now, I just went off on it. Anyway, it's fascinating, but I'm gonna get lost in the thought. Okay, let's ink this on. Well, if the correctional system was really serious about these sorts of things, they would understand. They would have a keen observation of trauma replaying out, because that situation, if they had more foresight, she wouldn't have gone out drunk and drove the second time and rolled a vehicle and killed additional people. But apparently it's a correctional system, yet they don't have the wisdom to spot that type of flaw, and it's the correctional system's fault that they released her back out to kill more people, because they are not adequately supplied with the knowledge. Anyway, she didn't get the help she needed. She killed more people. That was a failure of the correctional system. Or was it? Do they even care? Because the correctional system here in Indiana is for profit. It's looking good. Actually, I'm kind of dissatisfied with the jankiness of my line. But it's only a warm-up drawing. Isn't it funny how long we've been working on one warm-up drawing? That's crazy. I'm good and warmed up though. Okay. I don't regret my time in jail. It was one of the best times of my life. But I don't define the best times of my life as happy. I never have. I got this. This is the product of sitting in jail. Right here. It's worth it. What I admire so much about it is you don't need anything. You don't need anything. To cultivate this skill, I can't go make a commercial. Well, for what? A pencil and a piece of paper? That's all you need. You don't need to buy, it's not like, well, I'm gonna learn to draw. I need to get this 19 millimeter $8,000 thing and I need these lights. It's not like I need to go buy the biggest. I need a gaming computer. I need this powerful thing in order to do that. You use any damn pencil you find thrown on the side of the road and some damn paper that goes in a laser printer, and that's all that you need. The only way to make it more valuable completely negates the use of money. The only way you can convey value on this is pure grit. It's pure. There's no advantage that can be gained from any economy, any outside, and it's a pure challenge of you and what you can do. And there's no investment involved. There's no money here. None. And there never could be. Like, you couldn't put money here if you tried. It doesn't have a value. Not here. But here is just one spot. It doesn't have a value though. People all learn a new skill. Or you go buy this. Or you go buy that. You go buy this. You go buy that. You can't do that here. You're stuck. You get a pencil and a piece of paper. And if you can't do it, you can't do it. You better practice. That's it. No money. That's why I love art. All types of art. Because you can even get rid of the piece of paper and the pencil. You could throw those out the window and not need a damn thing. I think I messed these up a bit. Not really. No. Yeah, it's not messed up. I don't know. Purely anatomical, not sexual. You know what? This piece of paper could. Well, no, I still have details. I gotta put her face and her hands in. That's right. What the hell am I thinking? I don't think I'm gonna finish it today though, on purpose. I'm probably just gonna stop on purpose because resting is important, and finish it tomorrow. Okay, what time is it? 8:45. Okay, cause I'm gonna stay up all day. That's what I tried doing yesterday. I'm gonna stay up all day. We're gonna lay the ink down, and I'm gonna end this stream after that. So it's still a good long while to go. But after that, like immediately after that, I'll just be getting ready for my next stream this evening, and then go to sleep at night, and then get on stream tomorrow. Oh, I did mess up. I need this pencil. I forgot to close her big solid gold necklace. Remember, we scarred the paper up here and then kind of fixed it. Not really though. Alright, there we go. Okay. See the black just soak in. Oh man. Come on, turn back on. It's like I can feel the ink. I love ink so much because it's like I can feel it soak into the page, like when I look at it. It's like, I don't know. Nothing else has that feeling. Ink soaking into a page. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. 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 Looking kind of rough. But that's okay. I'm gonna have a second sheet of paper. This is just a warm up. It's looking kind of rough. Have another sheet of paper. Tomorrow I will have this raised up enough to have a drawing angle, because this hurts. Like eventually I get fatigued. It's gotta be like this, you know. It really does. So, but it's good enough for now. It's not bad. It could be better, but that's okay, because I have 10 sheets of paper left, and you know, actually I got lots of paper. No. Oh, good. Oh. Oh. I don't know what that is. I thought I just drew on my pure white dress. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Go over here. Do this hair. Well, it's kind of nice. I'm no longer doing art for myself. Kind of nice. I didn't always do art for myself. I did it for soups. You know? I got out of jail. Started doing art for myself. Not anymore. Now it's for sale. Which is indirectly for myself. Maybe we get enough drawings, we'll organize like an art gallery showing, huh? Wouldn't that be cool? I'm gonna, for these drawings though, I'm actually gonna craft the frames myself. I'm gonna get the tools to make the frames, and then just go down to Lowe's, you know, and get like glass cutters and like sheets of glass. Just cut it all myself, because doing it that way, like, if I were to buy frames, I would, like, for 50 frames, I'd spend like $1,000. But if I were to just make the frames, they would look better, be customized, and I'd spend like, for the same amount of frames, I'd spend like $50. I should just start making them. I think I will. Make the frame for the picture. I like that idea a lot. That's cool. I know how to mat everything too. And it's funny, it's the same Hobby Lobby that I learned to mat. I used to work at that Hobby Lobby. Yeah, that was a cool little job. I didn't mind working at Hobby Lobby, not at all. I don't want to go work there again, but yeah, $100. I don't find that to be a steep price at all. Actually, I think it's kind of cheap. And the reason, that price point, the reason I have to, well, I don't know if that's too low, but the reason I have to choose that price point is because it applies pressure to an already pre-established skill set to do better. That's why. It's like, oh, I gotta put this on my website for $100. I better use my strictest standards, you know what I'm saying? That's why I make my YouTube videos on stream, because it puts me in a corner. This is what happens when you back me in a corner. I start putting myself in the corner. Just to figure out how to get out. Now, I have an error right here. I did not draw in a shoulder, which is okay. I actually don't think it's an error, because her shoulder is there. It's just her back. No, not doing that. Come on, man. You know what I just realized? That's what I just realized. You see how rough my line is? That's because of the position in which I'm drawing this picture. This is why I need it leveled up. I need it higher so that these lines aren't so jagged like they are. See, when I draw it, like looking back here, like they look tiny, like that's microscoped in, but you know, like that little dent right there, when I'm trying to excel my skill, I'm trying to lessen that little dent right there, or that one right there, or this inaccuracy right here, or this one, that one. And I didn't draw this shoulder in over here, so I'm just gonna draw that in. No, it's not messed up. I mean, it's a little messed up, but I didn't realize it didn't went in until I was right here. So we just have to correct it the next one, which I could have taken more time and did it with a pencil, but it doesn't matter because there's another sheet of paper coming. So speed. Always speed, because you know, like when you start down at art, people are like, oh, it could take forever on this one little detail, and they think like you get methodical about that, and it is skill building, but ultimately going through that thing, growth period, you find out that speed, skipping over your mistakes, is the best way to iron them out rather than fixating on them. Yeah, I'm gonna end my stream after this, and I'm gonna have to go get a full meal. I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna have to go eat. Alright. There. Okay. it goes again. It's okay, because I'll get a high definition camera for doing this, and that's not too far off. I don't want to go very long without a camera. Real camera. All right.
They say to only bring what you can carry. So with the all-new 2025 Ford Expedition Tremor, bring a lot.
The Ford Expedition Tremor.
An entire crew ready to...
Truck. Okay. Oh, there it goes again. Back. Okay. All right. What we gotta do? We don't draw in. We don't ink in these guidelines. That's dumb. Why would I do that? Okay. Okay. I gotta move my shadow. Dang it. And when it comes to circles, I would never survive a circle without moving the paper around. Oh, man. Now my bar is in the way. tell you what, the second version of this little desk I made is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna make a second version. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be unlacking of everything this one's lacking. Like this bar right here, I can't really, you know, turn it a 360-degree angle because that bar super annoying. I totally screwed that up. It's because of the constriction of where my arm and where my elbow is right now. I screwed it up right there. You see? I fucked up. But that's okay. My elbow down here is, you know, it's alright. Sometimes that happens. Whatever. Okay, scoot up. Alright. Final stretch. I gotta draw these little guys. All right. I don't think I'm gonna leave this room today. Okay. It almost feels like I did this fast. It's taken over a week to do this. Okay, there it is. We're all inked down. Yeah. That's how I spend my time. You really want to know? 24/7. Everything I do is sharpen the skill. Amplified up to the computer. Because like I said, this is a computer. This computer is an overcomplicated way to connect with one another. You know, I always said the computer was an aversion machine. Isn't that interesting? Because this right here is an overcomplicated way to communicate. Right here, this is an overcomplicated way to communicate. And the simplest way to communicate is just stare a hole into someone's head. We didn't know talking necessary. And then through reversion or aversion, this is really an aversion tool to communication. Just like the computer. It's like saying we need to communicate, but we're too shy to communicate. So let's construct this huge monstrosity of a barrier that we can communicate through. Anyway, not individually, not like you and me, not individually, but like it's just funny. It's a funny thought, not a serious thought, but maybe it is serious. It's more funny than serious though, that the computer is actually an aversion machine. It's the machine you use because you can't maintain eye contact for communication. Isn't it funny to think about a computer like that? Not for real. It's just funny. Because it really kind of is. Just like the pencil is. It's an overcomplicated way to communicate. Cute, really. We're done for the day, unfortunately. I kind of do want to keep going, but I feel that fatigue inside of me, you know? Like, you can only go for so long, and then you just kind of, you gotta start the next stage fresh, which today's all about streaming. So I'm like ending my stream to get back on stream. I think that's all that's going on. Yeah, and I'm gonna hit up all 5 days today because I'm making money, and the more money I make streaming, the less hours I need to work at a hotel. And that's well, that's just wonderful. So that's what we're gonna do. And thanks for the follows. I got follows, yeah. Alright. That's a long stream too. Like 4 hours or something. I don't know. Alright, be sure to like and subscribe because later on today we're gonna completely finish this image. And that'll probably be the first thing I do on my next stream, is get right back into this image until it's done, and then play a video game. Probably tomorrow I'll read the news and search for a new image to start within the Egyptian realm. And also, I must write an essay, a formal college level essay, going into art history of Egyptian art, and then figure out a way to make that interesting on this camera. Okay, well, I'm gonna end the video and I'll see you soon. Where's my mouse? There it is.